Okay, hi everyone. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. So, why 5 recitations in the morning and 3 meditations at night? For that matter, why Gongyo? I have several videos about Gongyo and what it means. But let's just address a simple question: why 5, why and 3? Doesn't have to be that way. You can do 5 morning and evening. There's a loose structure to that, being that the meditations in the morning are meant more as you've gotten up from your sleep and now you're approaching your day, and you have the whole day ahead of you. You'll have all sorts of challenges from the days before, as well as new challenges you're going to meet. So let's really settle you into a Buddha-ness mind state. Let's really get your ducks in order. Remind yourself of what it is to be a Buddhist. First thing, you woke up, you're up in the morning, you're going to do that first meditation, and you're going to invoke the energies of the universe to be on your side, as it were, or to promote your positive effort for the new day. So the first one is kind of an odd one to do at night. You can be thankful for everything that happened in the day, and that in your sleep you'll be working things out and preparing you for the next day. So you can do the first prayer at night. You don't have to skip it, right? At night we do the second meditation to begin, and so fewer repetitions of the entire book. But focus on the meditations. The Gongyo is important because you're invoking the teaching, the Dharma. And the meditation is a way to congeal that meditation on a specific aspect of your life. So in the morning, you're starting out with gratitude first thing. So that's very powerful in the morning. You can do it at night as well. There's no rule that says you can't. The second one, though, praises the law of self-manifestation. Why? Self-manifestation comes up a lot in Buddhism. And in self-manifestation is what we're realizing is that the way that our mind, our human mind in samsara works is based on tendencies and conditions of things. Things that we try to make permanent. Things that we try to identify and put into categories, because that's what our human mind does constantly, right? And so that's that tendency is what creates our reality. In samsara, our identification with things, ourselves, all momentum in our life, is the way we identify a self, a nature. And as we identify that, a mental construct of self, we also can identify that those are the things we can affect through influence, our own mental influence, to alter, to move, to shift. And this is our powerful, powerful tool in Buddhism. To use that momentum of energy of life that we have and to shift it like a big ship in the ocean and influence it into an ameliorated direction of less attachment and more freedom and more largesse and clarity of understanding our Buddha nature, right? So the second meditation is very powerful for reminding ourselves that we are at the helm of this great, huge ship. And we meditate on it again at night because we need the reminder as we enter our sleep and our rest that everything we've experienced in the day has been a result of our own actions, mental actions transferred into physical action, thoughts, deeds, so on, right? So it's a good reminder, both in the morning and in the evening. And then As soon as we do that, we realize that all of those actions we've taken and their mirrored reactions are teaching us. There are teachers. And these aspects of life and our influence and influenced from is something that has been recognized throughout all of the teachings of Buddhism by great bodhisattvas from Nichiren on back to Nagarjuna, Tendai Myalo, and Shakyamuni himself. So the third meditation is a reminder that we have this great system of lineage in Buddhism where we can trace these truths throughout centuries, right? So keeping that clean and clear so that we today could understand our own mechanisms of mind and how we evolve and move through life is something we greatly appreciate. So it's important to appreciate that. Our fourth meditation, very important also, we project, as we kind of review the second and third meditation, all of our actions of the day, whether they're actions we're going to take and we want to influence them as positively as possible before they happen, and at the end of the day, when we kind of take account, kind of considering that all of those actions affect the world in general, all of society, the world around us. Again, self and other are actually same, right? That gets us thinking about how we relate to the world in general. So the second part of that meditation is deeply about our own maybe concerns, maybe did I influence more on the positive, on balance today than the negative? Did I let myself get wrapped up and influenced in a negative way when I wish I could have halted that? Did I have some brain moments where I had these great inspirations and ahas and I spread great positivity and potential in my environment? Yeah, it's a moment to kind of invest in that and consider what we're working on actively every day as Buddhists. The letting go of the negative energies and move us more and more toward our positive energies. Recognize those negative moments as teaching moments so that we can improve and influence in a positive way. Very important meditation. And then the final one is a nice closer. And whether you only do it in the morning or you do it in the morning and evening, it's really up to you. If you've lost a dear one recently, however that happened, you may want to focus a lot on that fifth meditation. And there's no reason why you only can do it once or twice or 5 times during the day, whenever it strikes you. That's what the meditations are for. To ground your Buddhist practice, to remind you of these different aspects of your practice. So, yeah, there's a basic structure where you do certain recitations in the morning and different recitations in the evening. But remember, too, that historically, people used to recite the entire Lotus Sutra all the time, all day, every day. Those who worked didn't have the time to do that. Those who didn't, they might stay home and do laundry and be reciting every chapter of the Lotus Sutra during their work day. They made it routine. You don't want to get complacent about your practice. So if that means that you do all 5 meditations, morning and evening, then that's what suits you, do it. Some days it may just be hard to get through it. I encourage you to buck up and do it. That challenge alone is very, very life altering. Really will change your karma quickly. But don't be held back by doing, I'm only supposed to do this. Do as much as you feel you can do. There is never enough Buddhahood. I'll put it that way. So if you're chanting 40 minutes and that's all you can make time for, great. If you can push it to 60, if you can push it to 2 hours on a specific day, maybe things worked out on a Sunday or Saturday or a weekday where plans fell apart and you got left to your own, sit down and chant. Don't watch TV. Use your time wisely. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. That's what Buddhism's all about. Okay? Don't feel restricted ever in your Buddhist practice. Use it. Milk it. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Thanks for listening. Be good.